Thank you very much, Lou Stokes. Thank you very much, Susan Whitehead, for this beautiful honor. It's such a... John Porter, looking there at you, my chairman, he was our chairman of the committee, as Mr. Stokes mentioned, when this effort was begun. And I have some comments I want to make to you in a more formal way, but I thought I would informally talk to you about the privilege it was to work on this. It's an honor to receive this Whitehead Award, especially in the company of Senator Specter, who received it tonight, and my friend Bob Michael, who I don't know if he's here tonight, but it's an honor to be in any list that he is on, as well as Tom Harkin, who worked so much on this. Thank you, Susan, for carrying on the proud tradition of your family. Susan's father, Jack Whitehead, dedicated his entire career to surpassing the boundaries of science, to discover and innovate in very, very special ways. Today, the White House Institute for Biomedical Research at MIT continues his legacy, supporting revolutionary research in how to prevent, cure, and treat a disease. In all of Congress's efforts to increase the investments in biomedical research through Labor HHS Committee, Congressman Louis Stokes was always in the lead. My goal when I got to Congress was to be on that subcommittee because AIDS, breast cancer, all the health issues were very important to my district and to the American people. It was an honor. It took time, but it was an honor when I finally got there, and Mr. Stokes was a mentor to many of us who served there. When Mr. Porter became the chairman of the committee, he was a magnificent chairman, a magnificent chairman. A Republican, but a magnificent chairman. And I just have to tell you the story because, to tell you the truth, I can't possibly read this. There's no light here except those lights that are going right into my eyes. Mr. Porter invited me to join him and Mr. Stokes at a meeting which Mr. Specter and Harkin were at over to talk about Research America's initiative to double the NIH budget in 5 years. It sounded like a very ambitious budget initiative because we had been working for every increase we got for dear life just to get an increase, much less to double. It was ambitious. So Mr. Porter had gathered there, the heads of, and Research America had gathered there the presidents of universities from all over America, Ivy League, public institutions, all the prestigious institutions of higher education in the country. And we should talk, as well as people from the private sector. And when we were talking about doing this, someone in the audience asked, what is it that we can do as academics to help with this effort? To which I said, being sort of the newest of the new there, you're supposed to be the smartest people in the country gathered in this room. You are the heads of universities of the highest prestige in our country. You have boards of directors or visitors or trustees or whatever you call them, who are the most influential people in your community. You have alumni lists that are vast and also influential and broad-based. You have to lobby Congress to get this done because we can do it, right, John, if we have the votes. Why don't you know that? You're the smartest people in America, right? I was impressed by them. And they said, look, many of us in this room start out in the lab or in the classroom. We're now administrators. And now you're trying to turn us into politicians. Give us a little time to get to that step. Well, it didn't take long for Research America and all that incredible leadership to produce the desired effect, which was to double the NIH budget. And I can't help but thinking of seeing that cheerful face, never taking no for an answer, always ready to take us to the next step, of Paul Rogers. He's just so wonderful. And I know that Mrs. Rogers and their daughter Lang are here this evening. Thank you for sharing him with us. He's made a tremendous difference in the health and well-being and research. He made a tremendous difference. We all loved him very much. Well, we got that passed, and then, of course, a few years went by and the funding sort of plateaued off because science had become sort of undermined. But that is over. And that is over. President Obama said in his speech that he would restore science to its rightful place. And he did indeed, by starting off by his executive order lifting the ban on embryonic stem cell research. And aren't we excited about that?